All right, so this is part 3 of Sins of the Forefathers, Rumblings of the Capital. So the Wardens, with what characters we do have here, have recently caught um, like
Two.
the super spy for Lord Vorpal, which they've got her at a safe house, and luckily, I think was it Brendan's character that
Yeah. Phil
charmed her.
cast suggestion and she
Yeah.
crit failed.
So she's at towards the end of her charm area or time period here, and she's starting to kind of like show signs of I'm gonna fuck you up. Um, so that's where we left off last time. Is you three were in the same room with her, talking to her, and she was explaining some stuff to you guys about what was going on that she knew of. So we'll start off from there. So her gear is in another room. What you guys had said?
Yeah, it's downstairs in the main room.
All right. Sweet. So she's like, all right. She seems to kind of like wake up, and she no longer looks at your character, Brendan, like you're the best person in the whole world. She now looks at you with extreme hatred, along with the rest of you. She says, well, now that you used me for the last day, I believe it's time for me to leave. Will you please untie me?
I just squint.
But should I though?
No.
She looks at Brendan's character. You want to untie me there?
I want to, but I don't think I should.
She's nodding her head while you're saying this. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea on your part.
Tyr just gives you an evil look to be like, if you do, I swear to God.
So, um, she says, very well. She says, well, I'll see you downstairs. And she takes a step into a shadow underneath the table that's nearby, and she disappears.
What the fuck?
Time to get downstairs.
You hear.
All right. Well, I guess we better start running.
Yeah.
I'm running.
Oh, start running downstairs.
Okay.
So with my detect magic up, do I have any idea what items she has that are magical?
You knew
Like
that
what
the
they are,
armor
not
she
just
had,
oh look.
Okay,
so the armor was magical.
I think she had a rapier and a short sword, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Those were both magical. She had a dagger that was magical. And you knew that she had a she had a crystal that was sewn into the inside of her armor that looked a lot like a spell focus.
Okay.
And she had a little pouch with spell components too, also. Yeah, you know, some regular.
Good times.
She had a bag of holding instead of a backpack, with just regular stuff like burglar stuff, other little goodies here and there. But as you guys reach downstairs, um, you can feel, um, kind of feel like the magic downstairs, like pulse. And as you get downstairs, you can see her, just putting her rapier onto her belt. She's got a short sword in her hand. She says, "Well, it's been fun. I think I'm going to take my leave, but I think we're going to hurt you a little bit before I go. So roll initiative." She got a 19.
Hooray.
What'd you get?
Not a very good bonus. That's what I get. I got 12.
It's not bad. Uh, 12 or 13. I'm not really sure if she's going to make it to or not.
Whoa.
Bark, 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 bark.
Kill, Bloodfang, kill!
Let's see.
Oh.
Yeah, she can't make it. I think she messaged me earlier. So it's just us. That's about it. Yeah. Is a bad thing, I guess, when I were playing two games at the same time. Kai, what'd you get for your initiative, Kai?
I didn't roll. Hold on. 18 plus 9. A lot.
It's 27.
Yeah, that's it.
Holy crap. Right. What's your dex?
It's because I took alert.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's cool. What's your dexterity score?
18, so I got a +4, and then +5.
All right. So you go first. So she's holding her short sword in her hand. She just kind of like flicks the scabbard off, and she pulls her rapier out with her right hand, and she's got both weapons in her hand. But you get to act first because you're fucking super speed.
I'm gonna try to attack her with my longsword.
Okay.
Now, if I want the better damage, I'll do the two-handed, right? Which is the 1d10?
Yeah.
Okay. 18 to hit.
That'll hit actually.
Oh no, I lost the die. There we go. There we go. And 10 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So you tag her. Yeah, you rush over and you fucking stab her with your longsword. And she kind of winces, kind of hops back, and then she attacks you.
Bring it on.
She's like, all right, bitch. No. She's like, I got you. All right. That's going to be a 29 to hit.
Yeah.
Right, so she
What the
tags
frick did
you.
she roll?
She rolled a 19.
Oh. Show off.
Yeah, she's got some nice weapons. So. Okay. So she does 5, 9. So she does 16 points of damage. 7 of it is fire damage. Says when she pokes you with her rapier, like fire kind of twirls down at the blade and impacts you at the same time.
If I wasn't the one getting hit by it, it would be cool.
Yeah. And then she attacks you with her short sword, which that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And that
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Bardic inspiration, negative bardic inspiration on her. So D8 subtracted from her attack roll.
All right. Go ahead and
It
roll.
hurts that you don't know the name of your own ability.
Cutting words.
Also,
This is the second day I'm playing this character.
Also, I think it's still a D6 unless we're level 5.
We are level 5.
All right. Nope, you're right. It's sorry, I read it as a D8.
I thought we were level 5.
-5.
And then leveled up last game.
We leveled up.
No, you guys leveled up.
Well, this changes everything.
Yeah, I thought we were only level 4 because we leveled up to level 4.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, you guys level 4. Sorry.
I was gonna say, what did
Yeah.
I miss?
So that's a 6. It's now a 16 to hit. It was -5.
Misses.
All right. So then, for some reason, he says something. I don't know what he says, but she's just like,
Ooga booga booga.
and she's like, and she kind of looks at you and swings and misses just barely. And she's like, "Oh, I got something for your ass next." And
Again?
she's like, "Well, this time you're not gonna like it." Anyways,
Are you sure about that?
oh, I'm pretty sure.
I don't want her to be wrong anymore.
All right, so
I hear the noises.
Bill Door, it's your turn. Fildor. That's what it's on there. It says Fildor.
I made it so it fucking rhymes for you. Phil Rill. Phil Rill. I made it easy on your ass.
I can't laugh because I'm coughing. Stop it.
So, so
It hurts so good.
I'm going to cast Levitate. I'm going to cast Levitate on her happy little ass.
Fucking Fildor.
So, Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
Sorry.
Okay, concentration 17. What? Okay.
Con save DC 15.
I had to concentrate. All right, she doesn't make it.
So she is now floating in the center of the room, equidistant between the ceiling and the floor. She can't touch nada.
Oh, that's a spell, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, she counters.
Drow racial.
Does that mean she can't counter?
She can counterspell if she wants.
Is racial spells able to be countered?
Yeah, I think it's still just a spell.
Okay. She uses one of her third level slots to counter. He's like, She counters the fuck out of that. Like Megatron.
Couldn't work.
Are you nearby?
That's all right.
Are you near her?
I'm in the same room, but I am nowhere near her happy little ass.
Okay. Good.
That's dumb. She's not.
Very good. Okay. So Fildor's done. It's Lim turn. Unless you got other stuff to do.
No, that's it for now.
Alright. Liam, you're up, buddy.
All right.
She started
Time
to
to-
float, but she did some quick hand movements and dropped back down. So, go ahead.
All right. Well, time to abuse the power of our rogue and do really stupid things while we're at it.
That seems to be the play here. For all of our games.
I enter melee with this assassin.
Her name is Triel, by the way.
Yeah, that's nice. And I'm going to use my commander strike
Cool.
on Kira and tell her to aim for the weak spot. So you get an additional, you can use your reaction to attack her right now. And if you do, you get 2 extra damage.
Why not? Longsword. Oh, so close. Dang you.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 19. It was so close.
Oh, it
19.
still gets there.
Oh, I know, but it would have been better with a 20.
I get you.
I have all these dice and I still can't find the D10. There it is.
Still.
So I got 7 damage, so 9 damage?
Okay.
You're rolling for your sneak attack, right?
Forgot about that.
You two need to learn Your abilities.
Yeah.
I've never played.
Hey, at least I knew I had the ability.
I forgot I had it. Leave me alone.
That's right. She forgot she had it too. Son of a bitch.
Oh,
So
I knew I had it. I just didn't know what it was called.
So can I use my sneak attack?
Word, by the way, I looked it up.
Yeah.
Add another 5.
Okay. Cool. Add 5 damage.
I forgot I took lucky too. Nice.
Hey, you're level 4 now, so you should be doing 2d6, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a
Yeah.
3.
Nice.
Yeah, she does 2d6.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you done with your turn?
Yeah, my turn's over.
Okay. So, back up to Kira. Kiara.
All right. So I'm gonna use one of those lucks right now and
Okay.
reroll that attack roll.
Okay.
Because I don't think a 4 is gonna do it.
Yeah.
$12 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
Figured.
Oh yes, that will miss. And you all done?
Yeah. Don't really want to hide considering I'm in. Actually, bonus action disengage. Go and step back for a second.
Okay.
Yeah. So the
You'll be
tank
fine.
steps back, and
You'll be fine.
Liam's just right there in front of her, and she's like, "Hi, Liam."
You remember that time I bought you jam toast and water? Yeah.
I
She's
sure
gonna-
do. I got
Yes.
something special for you.
She's gonna stab me. She has disadvantage to attack me.
Okay. First attack misses. Lucky as fuck, because her sneak damage is 46.
Oh,
Is she at a disadvantage both attacks, or just one first attack?
She has disadvantage on all attacks against me. I'm wearing a cloak of displacement.
Okay. Well, she's going to hit you because she rolled an 18 and a 20 on her second rolls.
I'm going to use shield.
Okay. So that's
Oh,
still
that
going to
won't really
be a
help.
28 to hit.
Yeah, that won't really help.
So I'll let you retract the shield if you want.
Yeah.
Wait a second. So it was an 18 and a natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll cutting words again.
Oh, no.
So
Well, she got a 28 to hit, basically. So if you want to cutting words, go for it. Roll D8.
Not even with both of us combined, it's not gonna help.
oh, okay.
Because even if you roll max,
If it
you
looked
get
that-
6. It's still 22.
And then you shield.
Or
We'll drop it down
21.
to 17.
Shield. I'd still get hit.
Oh, okay. All right. I retract the cutting words then.
And she can't
So-
benefit from sneak attack while at disadvantage.
Alright. So she tags you with a short sword. And so you take 7 piercing damage. And
Oh.
4 points of cold damage.
oh, you're
That's
fine.
So far.
And that will be her turn. So then we got Phildor. I mean, Philreal. Philruppy. Philippi. Shamalama ding dong. Feel real. Feel real.
So I'm gonna go grab my lyre, which should be on the table someplace.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use it to cast Levitate again, DC 15.
Okay. What is a con or?
Con save, yeah.
All right, that time she did make it. She rolled a 17.
Cutting words.
She's like, "You're a bad boy."
Hell yeah. -3. Float, bitch.
Is she cutting words or?
Yep.
Okay. So she levitates. She's like,
And then I'm going to give an inspiration to Kira. So you have a D6 to use.
all right.
Okay.
All right, Liam. Or
And I'm done.
Liam's turn.
I'm still stuck in melee.
That you are.
I don't like that.
That is a pickle.
She's carrying a metal sword. Classic weapon. I think I'm going to use Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
I'm going to go on the limb and say 13 doesn't hit.
That is definitely not going to hit.
True.
And she is going to react.
Should have given you that inspiration.
To you attacking her. And attack back. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah. She's at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Because the other one would have been 25.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to eat that one too.
Ouch time. So that's 12 regular.
Ow.
Yeah, it's 12. No, it's 14 regular damage. And it's 2 points of fire damage. Just
Ow.
roll 2 ones. As she stabs you back around your collarbone or whatever. I still reach you, you little fucker.
Well, that makes a couple decisions
Run anyway.
easy for me. Yeah, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself
Okay.
as a bonus action, and I'm going to fucking back away.
Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. She looks like she wants to hit you, but she can't. Kira. It is your turn.
Can I still hit her? I'm still in range to hit her?
Yeah, if you're in melee range, yeah. Yeah, because she's just kind of floating up in the air. I mean, you can still hit her, you know. She just can't actively, like, move with her feet on the ground.
Okay.
She's just kind of floating. But she is able to, you know, somewhat defend herself.
Okay, well, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna drop my long sword and grab my short sword and attack.
Okay.
Is the extra d6 to attack rolls too? For the bardic inspiration or whatever you call it?
If you want, yeah.
Okay. Just checking before I roll. Dirty 20 to hit though.
That will hit.
Alright. Don't forget sneak attack this time. That is stupid. 8 damage.
Alright.
I rolled
You
2 in the sneak attack.
That's awesome. That's no bueno.
I'm just gonna stay where I am. Stay in melee.
Well, at least you did hit her
She
shit.
can't.
So,
She can't. She can't follow you. She has to just float there. Back away and throw shit at her.
What am I gonna throw at her?
Your short sword?
Oh, there's a chair there.
You guys got it.
all right. So, does she get a save at the end of the turn for her levitation shit, or no?
No, I think it's just when my concentration is up.
Okay. All right. So she'll know that since she's one of those, and she's just like, well.
She can cast Dispel Magic if she wants.
Hmm?
She can try and Dispel Magic if she wants, but
Oh, she's not gonna do that. Ah,
Modern mages don't cast that. What the fuck?
that's right.
I know.
It's like she just takes it. She is going to drop a fireball right on top of her. She's just like, party time. So, everybody make a dexterity save. Spell DC is 15.
Please tell me I'm proficient. Please. Yes, I'm actually fucking proficient.
No, I'm not.
Dex save.
Yes! 25!
Nice.
Fuck your couch!
Have a look up.
22.
Good job. You save for half. Alright, so she's got to roll herself a dexterity save, which she is going to make, and she has expertise, so she doesn't get it. Alright, so damage is, I'm going to do it in the channel over here because I don't have that many dice on me at the moment. Uh, 28 damage, which is really not that bad. So 14 if you saved.
I'm unconscious.
Okay, worked out pretty well. Alright.
Wait, how much was it
Roll.
damage?
14 damage if you save, 28 if you didn't save.
Oh god.
17. And I maintain concentration.
Alright.
Not by much.
Cool. She says, oh, I felt a little ticklish. Alright, Philly, your turn.
Bonus action healing word Liam to pop his happy little ass up.
Okay.
And then I will vicious mockery for reasons.
Okay. Are you within melee range of her?
No.
Okay. That's good. Alright, so what is it? What save is it for vicious?
I think it's a wisdom save.
Alright, she rolled a 14.
Let me double check before we. Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw, and DC is 15. She rolled a 14, so that's a no go.
All right.
2d4 is 2 and 5 damage, and she has disadvantage on her next attack.
So 5.
Your mom was better.
She's like she was.
Words can hurt.
They do.
Oh, and I probably also need to roll how much healing I give Liam.
Yeah, that probably would help.
Ooh, max. So that's 4 plus 5 is 9 HP. Back to Liam Door.
All right. You wake back up. You're a little cooked a little bit, but you're back awake.
And that's my turn.
Are you gonna tell me how much hit points I heal?
9.
9.
Right.
9 hit points.
All right. I'm gonna get up. Painfully. But I'm gonna get up.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast an empowered Snillock Snowball Swarm behind her and hitting her back. She's got to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 14.
Is that a disadvantage?
Would there be any reason why?
No. He said something about disadvantage.
No, you have disadvantage to attack.
Oh, okay. What's the DC?
14.
She just makes it. Just barely.
Cutting words, -4.
All right. Is that your last one?
I got one more.
Okay. All right. So she gets hit. Full brunt.
I fucking love playing bards.
And one more. So that's a total of 11 cold damage.
Okay. All right. You all done with your turn? Oh, wait a minute. Did you back up last turn?
Yes.
You did. Okay, I'll just make sure. All right. All right.
Honestly,
you're
I don't
done.
want any part of this fight. I'm just kind of getting dragged into it as I usually am. I'm gonna go upstairs.
You actually run upstairs?
Yeah, I'm not getting hit by another fucking fireball. I'm taking cover.
All right. So he runs upstairs. And so he'll be out of Kara, your turn.
All right. Well, I am going to attack with my short sword first,
Okay.
because you know that's what I do. I'm gonna use luck, because that natural one fucking sucked.
Oh yes.
No, 14 to hit.
Yeah, it's gonna miss.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action, disengage, and get the fuck out of the way.
All right. So you get out of the room, or you just get out of the way?
I don't want to leave him. I'll stay in the room, but like close to the door.
Okay. All right. Her turn. Just like this is going to tickle. She says, what should I do? What should I do? Ah,
How's she looking HP wise?
she's looking pretty worn a little bit, but she's still meaty. she's not like. She doesn't look like she's dying. But you guys have done over 50-some damage to her so far.
So is she over halfway?
Yeah, she's about halfway.
Fuck.
Sorry about that. All right.
You're all right.
So she is going to Misty Step right behind Philly. And she's like, hey, big boy, as you feel, we'll see what kind of weapon that she sticks in your back.
At
Okay.
disadvantage.
It's going to be a 23 to hit.
Fuck. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. I have something for you. She's like, I missed you. So that is 19 points of damage. 9 of it fire.
Bill's down.
And actually, you're down. Actually, that should have been
Yep.
sneak attack damage too, but it's alright. All right, so you go down. She kind of, and as you crumple on the floor, she lets you slide off of her sword, and she looks over at Kira. And she
Sweet.
says, "Hi, how you doing?"
Don't like you right now.
Ah, that's okay. Well, I'll give you a choice. I'm gonna walk out of here, and you're not gonna do anything, or we can go at it. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm not just gonna let you walk out of here.
Works for me. And she runs forward, and she attacks you with her short sword. She's still at disadvantage.
I don't think so. Nothing at disadvantage against me,
I
so.
think just the first one.
Okay, so that would be an 18 to hit.
Why? It hits me. 18 is my armor class.
All right. Actually, don't remember. No, it'd be a 17 to hit. I'm sorry. So it misses you just barely.
Thank God.
But she is within melee range of you now. She's like, we're gonna have fun. So it basically he's passed out, so it jumps back to you. So it's your turn.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm just getting skipped.
Do you want a turn?
I mean,
You're
I'm
kinda-
still in the area.
Oh, okay. Well, you at the top of the stairs or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, from where you're at, you probably wouldn't see her once you walk down. But
But I can hear
you
her,
could probably,
right?
yeah, you can hear her.
All right. Listen, you don't have to do any of this. Why would you even go back to them?
She's like, I'm just trying to get out of here, but you guys are, hold on to me. And your boy over there, and she points over to Fildor. He did some shit he's paying for right now. So
Yeah. Another reminder of things I don't want to hear.
and so did she, and she's pointing towards Kira. She did some shit that she's gonna pay for right now too. I just offered her for me to walk out of here. It's still on the table. But apparently that's not gonna happen.
Man, that's making it so difficult. All right. If that's what we're gonna go with, I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put it so that all of us are affected by it.
All right. That make everybody in disadvantage when they're attacking or something.
It puts us in this. We're all heavily obscured from each other.
Okay.
So since those two are in melee, they can still see each other, but she can't see me, and I can't see her. And if they move away from each other,
Mm,
you wouldn't be able to see each other.
okay. Oh.
I'm gonna go hide behind the wall.
So your turn ends, and then it'll be Akira's turn.
So is it still just a straight roll for me then, even though I'm in a fog cloud?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
just regular.
Okay. Well, hit her with my sword. Let's see if I hit her with my short sword.
Okay.
Using my last luck. 23 to hit.
That will hit. She is going to shield, and it bounces off.
I'll use my bonus action to disengage and move away from her.
Okay. She says, "Oh." So you walk away or move away from her. She's like, what do I do? And you can hear like her sword like scratching against the table as she kind of walks. I think I'm just gonna leave. But I'm gonna leave you with a present, Warwick. And you can hear her chanting. And she is going to attempt to attack you with the flaming sphere. As it pops out. It rolls over towards you. Or we'll see if it does or not. Would that be a disadvantage, Alex?
Oh, because it's a saving throw.
Oh, it is.
You said flaming sphere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just plop down on the spot, and anyone in the area has to make a dex save.
All right. So she's gonna plop it near you. DC is 15. I believe it's dexterity if I'm not mistaken. Which for you shouldn't be too
Nope, I don't make it.
bad.
What did you say it was?
Flaming Sphere, DC is 15.
Yeah, I only rolled an 11.
Okay. There's 2 fire damage. I mean, 2d6 fire damage. 6 fire damage.
I'm down.
Okay. So she hits you, and Liam, you hear this flame come up, and you kind of see like a bright light, kind of through the haze, kind of sort of. You hear a body fall, and then you hear the door open and footsteps, and she's gone.
All right, I'm gonna drop Fog Cloud,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on myself for cold damage,
All right.
and then I'm gonna try to destroy the flaming sphere with the Dragon's Breath.
All right. So you get down there, and the flaming sphere is basically kind of just like sitting on her back, kind of sort of. And go ahead and make your roll.
I don't know what kind of roll you want me to make.
Oh.
I was just hoping that the magic, since she's gone, would kind of just fade off.
Okay. Go ahead and make a spell attack roll.
We're rolling so well already. 17.
Yeah, that'll hit. So you blow your damn ice cold breath on it, and it eventually just kind of stops, and it wisps away or whatever. And make me a perception roll.
That'll be a 15.
Okay. So, is that the end of your turn?
I was assuming we were out of combat, but yeah.
No. So you do that, and from behind you, you feel something prick you as she swings a dart at you. Or a dagger, I should say. Does a 17 hit you?
At disadvantage?
That's it. Yeah, 17 at disadvantage.
Okay. Am I aware that it's that she's there, or?
Well, that's why I was doing the perception. No, you weren't aware that she was there because she had hid.
Okay, then yeah, that hits me.
All right. And it does 8 points of damage.
All right, I'm still conscious, but barely. Ugh.
Okay. And she says, so you did come down. I was hoping so. And she pulls out another dagger. She's like, let's see if this one makes you pass out. Alright, that would be a 17 again.
I'm gonna shield it.
Okay. So it pings off, and she's like, she claps, and she says, very good. She walks right up to your shield, and she taps on it. She says, hi. This is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna say I gave you your warnings, and I hit the communication pin. I'm gonna say, Intel, I need immediate help at the safe house.
On its way. ETA, about 2 minutes.
I'm not gonna last that long.
We'll try and get it there faster.
As what kind of action does that take from me?
It's just more of a communication, so I'll say it's a bonus action.
Okay.
You still have movement if you want.
Yeah, I still have my main action too. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna cast light on her, since she's decided to be so close to me. I'm just gonna boop her on the nose with a light spell.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell Intel that I'm gonna say the assaulter has a light spell on her nose. Tiefling. And I'm just gonna go on until she stops me.
Okay. So
Her
do
turn.
you actually have to like roll to hit her for that?
I mean, if you wanted to.
Well, if you want to boop her on the nose. But it's fine. Either way. either way, she has Mage Slayer. So when you cast that, she's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
What?
Alright. This one at disadvantage still?
Yep.
Alright. So that is going to be a 21. Your shield is still up, isn't it?
No.
No? Okay. So she does tag you then, I think.
Well, even if I use it, I'm gonna get hit.
Okay.
That was at disadvantage, right?
That was at disadvantage. She
Yeah.
rolled a 19 the first roll. Alright, so that's 8. So that's 15 damage altogether.
Yep, I'm down again.
Okay. And so she stabs you. And as you slide off her blade, you can see her standing over you, kind of laughing. And you see she grabs like the top of your head, and you feel a sharp pain on your cheek, and then you pass out.
Good
So,
thing light doesn't require concentration, that bitch.
all right. So I'll fast forward from here. So, you guys wake up all around the same time. They got medics and some other wardens there. And they're looking around the place. And the regent comes in. He says, he says, "Well, you're still alive. That's good."
Yeah.
You got away though. But she left you a little going away present.
Yeah, I got all 3 of them. Referring to the darts I got.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he dropped the smite thing. Anyways, so you see that she had carved like her initials in you. It says TZ on your cheek. But the medics asked you if you wanted that taken off. They showed you before they healed you or whatnot.
You know what? No.
When I left there.
Yep.
All right. She has really nice handwriting. By the way.
Well, that's good.
Always bonus. None worse than somebody with shitty handwriting.
Yeah.
Tagging on your face. All right. So, Philly, you wake up and you've got a dick carved in your forehead.
I probably deserve that.
Yeah. And you've got shoved up your ass too. She
Probably
yeah. And you're tied up
probably deserve that
butt
too.
naked over a chair. So yeah. And Kira, you wake up
That
and
doesn't embarrass me at all.
there's no marks on you at all. So
We should just be happy that we weren't burning alive while we were waiting.
yeah.
Good point.
Fair point.
All right. So the medics they patch you guys up, and
You leave the dick
Regent-
on your forehead?
Hell no. Mar my pretty face. This is the first time I've had a dick carved into my forehead. It's not going to be the last.
yeah. That's going to be on the official report. Anyways, so the regent comes over and he's like, after everybody had leaves and all that shit, he says, "Well, what did you find out before she beat your ass?"
Well, she provided us with a full confession.
Yeah. So it is in fact Vorpal and some others. Is that how that works?
Let's just leave it at she wasn't happy about the confession. And the method I used to get it was less than pleasant for her. I enjoyed
You
it.
mean literally criminal?
Says, well,
I mean, I deceived her magically.
yeah. She has a special place for
But
it.
I didn't tell her to lie. And I didn't make her do anything she wasn't already inclined to do.
Yeah. Well, at least you're alive. Got all your parts. He says, well, with what information we do have, we'll go ahead and move to confiscate Vorpal's property. I don't know if you guys want to go on the raid or not, but I'm gonna guess that this goes higher than him, so things will probably get quiet for a little while. I want you to keep following trails too. But once we do the raid and we take Vorpal down, his home will be at your disposal to investigate.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
Yeah. So he turns and he walks a few steps, and then he just kind of turns into a little white fur ball and disappears.
That's the first.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, first, fucking take a long rest.
Indeed.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right. So before he leaves, he does say that you guys can have like a day or two off, but he says no more than 2, and then get your ass back on the trail. We don't need it getting cold. He says we'll hold off the raid until you say that would be a good time. So if you do want to hit Vorpal's house before the raid hits, or at the same time, that is a possibility. I'll leave that up to you guys. And that's Intel gets a hold of you guys in like a day. She says, so they got everything pretty much done, all the paperwork and everything. Dresscard basically wants to know if you guys want to go in there first and check things out, or if you want to just let it happen and then investigate.
Well, going in there now would pretty much mean we'd have to fight them ourselves.
And it would also
Because-
tip them off.
Yeah.
Well, that happened.
No, I need some time off. Between yesterday and today, not really getting any sleep.
Okay. He says, well, tomorrow's your last day off, or today's your last day off. He says he wants you guys back on the trail tomorrow. But if you need an extra day, I can arrange it. Okay.
Honestly, I think I'd rather be part of the raid.
Okay,
Agreed.
that's not a problem.
Well, I'm definitely not going to do it by myself, so I'll be a part of the raid.
Okay. All right. So, um, you guys take your second day off, chill, recoup. Um, that's awesome. Yeah. So third day comes around. Intel is hold of you. She says, "All right. They're gonna hold off for you to arrive, so they can do this raid whenever you are ready. But they do have it tentatively scheduled for about 3 in the morning. It's usually when everybody's asleep and stuff like that. Plus, we don't want prying eyes. Nighttime, we can kind of shield the area.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, you all load up in a damn huge transport, and it flies off. Probably about 20 minutes or so before the damn raid. Um, as you get there, you can hear like the chatter over the comms. They have some of the war mages set up in certain spots, along with arcane archers as kind of like snipers. Um, so what happens first is that the war mages start casting darkness on certain spots around the area, and about the same time, the arcane archers take out some of the guards that are up on the top of the house and parapets. The wall that they have around the property um, is probably about 10 feet tall. It does have ramparts or whatnot. Um, there's 4 towers in each corner of the wall of the property, but they're not like super defensible like towers. I mean, they're just kind of like more for show than anything else. So that happens. They fly you guys in, and you guys land in the courtyard. And about that time, all hell breaks loose. So altogether, there's probably about 20 wardens. Um, 12 of them, including yourselves, are in the back of the transport. And as you guys get out, guards and shit start coming out of the house. And as you guys start engaging them, some of the guards are displaying disturbing powers. Um, some of them turn like completely black, almost like a shade. Some of them kind of grow horns and different things like this, as if they've got like some demonic kind of power possessing them, kind of sort of. And so you go through the raid. If you want, go ahead and roll me initiative for the part that you guys roll in combat for.
18. Akira.
4.
6.
Alright, that should be all of them. So, yeah, so you guys get confronted by a group of like 6 guards. All of them are showing different, characteristics. Some of them kind of shadowy. Some of them got their skin turns red and kind of grows scales and horns and shit. And, they're kind of freaky like that. Oh. Sharpshooters attack outside of the compound, higher up. One of them attacks that guy. So you see an arrow streak in, hit one of the dudes in his chest, and he just kind of snaps off the fucking arrow. 2 more arrows streak in, hit another dude, and another 2 arrows come in, hit the same guy. He's got 4 arrows in him now. And 1 arrow hits another one, and the other arrow goes wide. And then the wardens around you start attacking. One guy attacks that guy. Alright. And then you see like a trio of wardens attack this one guy at the same time. One of them has got a maul, which he breaks the guy's knee. Another one has a freaking longsword and slices him across his belly. And the other one freaking caves the other dude's head in with a morning star. And he goes down, kind of twitching. Alright. Kira, you're up.
Okay. I don't know if this is going to be helpful or not, but let's try it. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
And on hopefully all the bad guys, because it's in with a 20-foot cube.
You can get about 4 of them.
And then none, but they have to make a dex save of 11.
They have to roll save or something? Save, right? You got a dex save, okay. That fails. That one makes it. What's your GC?
11.
Alright. So 2 of them fail and 2 of them make it.
The 2 that fail gets advantaged. We can attack them with advantage.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I'll start making my way closer, just not.
Okay. So there's kind of like a line, about 8 wardens or so, kind of like in a rough line, and they're in a rough line with the other the guards and stuff. They're fighting and stuff like that.
I'm standing right behind the row of 8 of ours.
Okay. So the guards, they attack. Let's see. That guy misses. That guy misses. That guy misses. That guy misses. That guy hits. Hits one of the wardens. Does damage. Hit. All right. So out of this, I think 5 dudes that are right in front of you. No, 7. Only 2 of them actually connect with like an attack against the guards and against the wardens or whatnot. So Philly, it's your turn. So you're kind of behind the front line.
I'd like to cast Fairy Fire and try and catch the ones that didn't get caught before.
Also cast a Fairy Fire.
Yeah, DC 15.
You can get about the same amount of 4.
Okay.
Let's see. That's gonna be a 10. That is gonna be like a 20-something. That's gonna be 19. Last one is gonna be like a 6. So 2 of them make it, 2 of them fail.
There we go.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
That's it.
All right. Liam, are you back? Alejandro. Are you Alejandro? Ooh. Did I just get hit by 86?
Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah. All right, so it's your turn.
So what's all happening?
Okay, so 4 of the 7 guards that have got the demon shit on them or whatever have got fairy fire on them. See, they hit 2 of the other wardens with their attacks. Other than that, Kira and Billy had both cast fairy fire.
All right.
And you guys are behind the static line, I guess, of the combatants supporting in a way.
Okay. I'll cast Snorlax's Snowball Swarm on the remaining guards.
Okay.
They have to make a dex save of the DC 14.
First one fails. Second one makes it. That guy's gonna fail. What's the area?
It's a 5-foot radius. So it's just 10 by 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so those guys.
There we go. So the Snowball Swarm will deal 16 points of damage on a failed save and half for a successful.
Okay. Cool. Yes.
Not bad.
So you pelt them with snowballs. And they does anybody know Infernal?
No.
What?
Does anybody know the language Infernal?
Yep.
Oh, you do?
Kira has it.
All right. So you hear them start kind of screaming a little bit Infernal about the snow or whatever, and then they say, "Take heed, Vorpal will be out in a little bit, and he will change the tide of the battle." And so they all kind of growl, and that kind of seems to like liven them up a little bit. But arcane sharpshooters reign in again. It's ouch. One of them rolls a crit. That one blasts one of the fucking the head, and his head just kind of pops from like a glue and arrow. And arrow comes in. All right. 8 wardens in front of you guys. Attack. One attacks. This. 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 Maybe a hit. He hits with a two-handed sword. That guy hits with a maul, which I think a maul is 2d4, isn't it?
2d6 is them all.
Is it? Okay. Oh, he does good damage.
Yeah.
And the last guy hits with a Morning Star. There's 3 that destroy the other dude. He takes that dude down. Alright, so there's now 5 of the cultists there still, as the wardens had waged in. And as the war mages come into play, you see streaks of magic missiles flying in, and probably about, I don't know, like 20 of these magic missiles flying in and just start burning into these fucking cultists and stuff. 2 more will go down, so there's 3 of them. And so guards turn, they kind of start falling back towards the entrance of the house. And they get attack of opportunities done to them by wardings. Yes, hits. They get to the house, and one of them goes down from attack of opportunities. And Kira, you come up.
So I yell out, "Careful, there's still more people to come. This is not over."
Yeah.
And I'll go, stupidly enough, running towards the 2 of them.
Okay. So as you come up closer to them, you see one of them has like a large like crab pincer as a right hand, and the other one is like a tentacle. And then the other guy, his head just kind of like grew horns out of all a bunch of different spots, but he's wielding a freaking a mace and a fucking shield. And you see he's got like a tail like lashing around the back of his body.
Charming. I'm gonna. Am I in melee range of the tentacle crab
You can be.
one?
Yeah, you can be. Yeah.
They by chance are not the ones with advantage on against them, are they?
There's allies nearby.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the tentacle pincer one.
Okay.
That's a sentence I never thought I would say.
You just haven't played enough games with me yet.
So, dirty 20?
That will hit.
$13 damage total.
Alright. Is that with sneak damage in there too?
Yes.
Okay. So you run this thing through in its shoulder, and you see the tentacles kind of like flop down a little bit. It's still moving, but you can see that you really kind of did a lot of damage to its shoulder.
When I bonus action disengage.
Okay. But you pop back, and it kind of tries to swing its crab claw at you, but you've already moved out of the way. So the 2 guards that are left, they one of them, the one that you just tagged. Oh wait a minute, is your turn done? Is your turn done?
Yep.
Okay. So the one with the crab claw, he freaking slashes at one of the wardens in front of him. And he hits him. Like, fucking really good. He fucking clubs him in the back of the head with his fucking huge ass claw. And he kind of twirls around and makes his fucking tentacle kind of like swing with his body momentum. And it like wraps around the dude's face of that he's attacking. And it does 3 points of damage to him too. The other guy with the long sword, well, actually the mace, excuse me, he attacks one warder in front of him, rolls a crit. He just steps in and he just caves that dude's head in, wham, right on top of his fucking head, and just a spray of blood just blows out from underneath his damn helmet, and his legs just fucking crumple beneath him, and he just falls back, just like that. Yeah. He killed that dude.
Glad it wasn't me.
No. You're out of the way. All right, so Philly, your turn.
All right. I'm going to viciously mock one of the guards. So DC 15 saving throw, wisdom save.
What kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. He is going to fail.
It's odd that you would turn into that since your mother's a hamster. It's going to be 3 psychic damage.
All right. So yeah, you tag him. He kind of shakes his head a little bit, and he looks at you, and kind of screams like this weird, like goat kind of sound scream.
No, that sounds more like your dad. So he's got disadvantage on his next attack, and I am not in melee.
All right. Oh, all right.
That's it for me.
So if you're done, it'll be Liam's turn.
All right. I'm going to cast Ice Knife on one of the guards.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit him?
That is going to hit him. Which
All
one
right.
are you going for? Tentacles or the one with the short sword and the long sword and the shield?
The one with the long sword and the shield.
All right. That is actually going to hit him still.
All right. And that's a... So he takes a d10 in damage, and then he's got to make a dexterity save. So he takes 3 piercing damage.
Okay. It's a 14 on the save.
So he makes it, which means it does no damage.
Oh, okay.
And anyone within 5 feet of him has to make a dex save as well.
All right. So the guy next to him rolls a 15.
So he makes it.
Does one of the wardens have to?
They're 5 feet beside him.
He fails and he makes it. So one of the wardens fails. The one that's right in front of the dude with the tentacles. He kind of, what is it, Thunder Wave or something?
No, it's still Ice Knife.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he gets hit with the ice knife. He's like, "Watch your fire!"
That's what I get for using AoEs.
Mm-hmm.
So the warden takes 7 cold damage.
All right. Ouch. You see like half of his face. It's kind of like frozen a little bit.
And that's my turn.
All right. So, arcane sharpshooters, they fire. Miss, miss, miss. What was that? Miss. Oh, nat 20. Blast the dude with a freaking tentacle. Just right in the side of the head, just. And he just drops automatically. And then his buddy falls off the building. He tries to get a better angle at the guys. And he fucking falls off the fucking building. And he falls and he takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he hits the ground. Alright. Alright. So, with the last guard in front of you guys, do wardens. One of them hits really well. He has a sword. Damn. Another guy attacks him. And he's gonna miss. Alright. So, war mages. You see the one in front of you. He looks like he's about to make an attack. He starts swinging, and then he just falls forward to sleep. And the wardens put up their hand, a big thumbs up, and the 7 in front of you rush in the house, break the door down, using a ring of the ram. And you start hearing some weapons clang inside, and you three walk in together.
I'm going in.
All right. Are you going in as a group, or are you guys kind of standing around each other, or are you guys going in your separate ways?
I'm going in through the front.
All right. So
I'll
you
go with
walk
him.
through. Okay. I'll say that Brendan probably does the same thing. So as you guys walk through, you see some of the wardens have some of the housekeepers and stuff on the floor, and they're tying them up. And you see 3 of them down the hallway fighting another guard, which this one looks kind of like a rhinoceros. He's just like smashing them against the wall and stuff, but one of the wardens is like fucking beating him on the side of the face with an axe to finally get him down. back from the LN Fest. Yeah, so you see this really rich looking dude kind of up on high. There's like in the center when you walk in, also there's like stairs that go up, and you see a warden fly across top of the area up there and hit the wall and kind of slide down. And you see this fucking rich dude in fucking like robes. One of his arms is like 4 or 5 times the size of what it normally is, but it's got like tiger stripes kind of something on it. It's named the Big Claw. It says, so the wardens have finally figured it out.
I mean, yeah.
He says, I take it you killed
Killed who?
Oh, I'm trying to find her name again. I figured you killed Triel. And she went missing a day or two.
No.
No, she switched sides to the winning. She switched teams to the winning side.
Yes. He says there's no winning side at this moment. Once plans come to fruition.
Say that again.
He says there's no winning side at the moment. He says once plans of mine come to fruition, I'll own you wardens.
That's
I've
never
heard
gonna
that
happen.
before.
Alright, both of you guys talk at the same time. Brendan, you go.
Go ahead.
There you go.
I just said that's never gonna happen.
Alright. Brendan, what you say?
I've heard that before.
Yeah. Well, of course you have. It's like the basic line of evildoers, right? Since you are wardens and that you hear that all day, every day.
Yeah, we're still here.
There you
and
go.
all
Look at
the
that.
people are
See?
going down.
He's
Can we just skip to the part where you give up?
oh. He says that's probably not gonna happen.
It'd be so much easier on all
We've
of
heard
us.
that before also.
Oh, of course it would be easier. He says, but you'll have to find me first. And he pops out. Just like that. He disappears.
I'm really
And
starting to hate those spells.
And as he does that, you see this little mote of fire kind of move towards the center of the room. And it starts slowly dropping towards you guys.
Dispel magic.
And the wardens in there are like, incoming!
Yeah, we
Dispel
get the
magic?
fuck out of the room. How do you think we're gonna know dispel magic at level 4?
I do.
How do you know dispel magic at level 4?
Well, I may have been born a lowborn drow, but there was a couple highborn in my family. I have drow high magic.
So, the spell magic kind of because it's a high level spell.
So I would cast versus Arcana. So I would need to cast
It's just a straight
10 plus the
modifier.
level of the spell.
Yeah, it's just your modifier, dude.
Cutting words. Or not cutting words. Jack of all trades applies.
Yeah, it does.
So it's a 7th level spell.
So let's see. I'm assuming a delayed blast fireball. So that's going to be a 17 or higher. And so I have to roll a 14 or higher. I did not. I failed at it. I run the fuck away.
Okay.
I rolled a 9, so still pretty close.
Alright, that's pretty close. I'll give you that.
Time to leave.
Yeah. So this thing just starts floating down, and you guys are like, "Oh fuck!" And one of the war mages that's in there, he's like, "Fucking run!" And so make you guys' deck saves. DC on that is probably gonna be a 17.
Well, I don't make it.
Right.
I got 16.
23.
Alright, so you make it.
24, bitch!
Alright, so the damage is 44. 22 if
Oh,
halved.
fuck.
I'm unconscious.
Alright. So that thing goes off and it just obliterates that whole little area right there. The little the servants are just immolated. 5 of the wardens are they're just turned into ash. And everything within that room just burns as this thing just fucking explodes. And Liam
Healing
passes
word.
out, and he gets pushed outside the door as you were all trying to get out the door. So basically, it's kind of like one of those movie scenes where you guys are running out the door, and fucking explosion happens behind you, and catapults you off the fucking walkway into the grass. Except Liam hits the transport and slides down, passed out. But yeah, you cast Healing Word. And as that happens, you hear other concussions and explosions happen around the house. And as you watch, you see at least 3 other explosions that you can see that are happening around the house. And walls are buckling out and exploding. The roof is blasting out and flying over across the street and landing on another person's house. And you see bodies fly out and shit like that. And just by the time it's done, there's really kind of nothing really left of the house except some of the stonework. So
What happened?
yeah,
Well, that sucked.
yeah, there's kind of no way of hiding that shit. So, anyways, maybe about few minutes later, the medics show up in another transport, and wardens that are alive still are walking around, making sure that anybody that's around is taken into custody. Altogether, they grab 3 other servants and 2 more guards that they're able to actually subdue. But they're so disfigured that they have to like manacle them and put them in a cell. One of them, the transformation did so much bad damage to their body that they're just not able to talk. So, day after, you get news, or you hear from like news around town or what happened. You know, shit, just it's basically all over the fucking like talk of the town. Like, oh, did you see the Vorpal's house? It just exploded, and they think that the wardens had something to do with it. Blah blah blah. And, some shit like that. You know.
So the Vorpals blow up their own building and they suspect that we did it.
Yeah, you could definitely tell that money must have been slid over to the media or like because they're definitely trying to come down on the wardens as far as like all the destruction and stuff. And one of the periodicals put out a like an interview they did with the Lord Vorpal. He's saying that he's innocent, all sort of stuff, and it came in, blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of heat that you guys didn't want to happen. It's starting to happen. And so Druskar calls you in the office and he says, look, just take it easy. Just go on vacation for a week or something. Just disappear for a little bit until this thing kind of blows over a little bit. Then we'll get you back out there and start up again. He says, but if you're restless, I hear they finally got all the flames and everything under control at the Vorpal place. It's up to you. This is either way. You got a week's pay vacation.
Well, thank you for that.
Right.
Yeah.
This is he says keep out of the media if you can. He says don't show your face. Last thing we need is your ugly mugs on the paper.
I am offended by that.
He's like, I don't care. Get out of my office.
I
So
think someone would call my face an ugly mug.
Oh, get over it. It's a figure of speech.
you get out
I'm
to
just saying. I'm a beautiful, beautiful
get
man.
out there where Intel is. She's like, she looks at you and you're all butthurt. Like, oh, did he call you ugly face again?
It's just not a very good descriptor.
She's like, right.
I mean, look at me.
She says, well, here. She hands you a paper. Gives you paper that says you're assigned to vacation for the next week. It's got to be on the up and up. Paper trail. Somewhat. Anyways, so
Paper
you
trail.
guys are done as far as like for right now. Take your vacation and just chill, recoup or whatnot. Or is there something that you want to do while you're on vacation? He didn't say that you... Go ahead.
Do we recognize the guy who's up on the balcony who launched that fireball?
Yeah, it was Lord Vorpal. You definitely know it was him because you've seen periodicals with him. Also, the file that you got that you were able to look up, like in the files little vault.
The ledger.
You know, yeah, the ledger or whatnot had a picture of him in it. So you know what he looks like. It's obvious that he was dipping into some kind of magic, stuff like that. And some other shit.
And Lord Vorpal is a known powerful mage, right?
No, actually. Everybody, from all understandings, he is not a magic user whatsoever. He is just, he's basically kind of like a champion fighter. He's like maybe like a 10th level fighter, kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? Just for stuff that he's done, as far as like, he was in the military for just a little while. His title is passed down through the family, so. And when whoever was in charge had passed, he had, became the next lord. So it's weird because he has an older sibling, which has been deceased now for 5 years. So he just recently came back in power. So, and he's got a younger brother and a younger sister. The younger sister is not in the capital. She is actually traveling abroad. The younger brother, though, is still in the military.
And none of them are mages. Like even the deceased brother, the older one.
The older one, you're not really sure. Roll capital history.
23.
All right. So you know that he was known to dabble into magic, but that he dabbled into magic and as kind of like a fighter also. He was a battle master, and he was a battle master, and he was a mage, mainly because he had headed a couple campaigns against barbarians in the north. Other than that, that's so. I mean, the family is old money, like old, um, like pre-capital city. You know what I mean? Like when it was still Rosh. Their family was part of some of the founding families area. So they've been around for a long time. The family's actually pretty huge. Probably a couple hundred family members within the city. But there's only one head of it, and that was the Lord Purple.
So none of the family is mages. So how did they even get access to all the magic that blew up the building?
How did the people get turned?
Ah, that's true too.
Well, there's the other side of magic.
You know, as simple of a solution as that is, I think we need something a bit more concrete.
Well, I'm saying they're cultists. How it's not a very big stretch to go from cultist to warlock.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that easy to start morphing your body permanently and disfiguring you.
And if you're going to disfigure yourself, why would you make it so you can talk or stuff?
Right.
Well,
I don't think they had a choice in the matter.
if you don't have, possibly not, but if you don't have much to say and you know that your one attribute is physical, then why not accentuate what you're good at?
Because it's
I
still fun
do.
talking trash.
Kind of brushes his hair back a little bit.
Kira just shakes her head.
Yeah, because that's the last thing I need is Philrell with a giant nose.
Oh. I'd still be a charming devil.
Yeah.
Devil, maybe.
I think we need to see the professor again.
Okay.
He has the most understanding of this cult stuff, and if anyone knows anything about cult rituals that can disfigure somebody, he would.
Makes sense.
All right. So you guys head out to see him now, or it is daytime?
Yeah, the sooner the better, because we don't want the only person that knows about this stuff is him. So if we lose him, this is a vital line of information.
All right. So you guys make your way there.
And the last time we waited to investigate something, the house blew up.
I'm using my disguise kit, so I'm not me.
I mean, we have
so that they
maps
don't
for
see our
that.
faces. I thought that was our whatever that we use. Whatever it is, I'll use that.
The mask of disguise. Ooh.
Mm. All right. So, yeah. So you guys head out to go find them. Um, I don't know how you guys want to get there. If you want to take an air taxi or just walk.
We'll
I
walk.
don't know. It's a pretty day. We can walk.
Okay. So, you guys, you start walking. It will take you probably about 2 hours to get there walking, just because of the distance, traffic, whatnot.
I'm gonna take my pin off and my warden badge off, just so
Okay.
people know that I'm off duty and stuff, and people won't immediately recognize me as a warden.
Okay. So,
Same.
Yep.
okay. So you get down the road. Make me a perception roll.
Well, that's a 2.
Look at that perception better.
18.
Nice.
$24.
All right. So, Liam, you don't see shit. You're just concentrating on just nice walk. You know, just enjoying the day. Nothing going on.
What a nice neighborhood.
It's a nice neighborhood. Some little kids out front selling pieces of Jewberry pie, and you know,
I love that little goblin. His snacks are the best.
um, so yeah, it's you're just chilling out. You guys, um, every once in a while you notice a face that keeps popping up, a nondescript kind of just normal face, and anytime you kind of look and try and look just a little bit more into and try and catch them, they disappear. They just melt into the crowd, and you don't see them anymore. And then, you know, a little ways later, you happen to see something that kind of looks like them, but not. Just kind of staring in your direction just a tiny bit, but doing it in a way that, you know, doesn't make them obvious. But, Gary, you definitely pick up on it like hardcore. Um, Phil, you do kind of sort of you caught the first time the guy did, but after that you kind of didn't catch it the next time. And Gary, you catch the same kind of looking kind of person. It's almost like they changed a little bit, little features of themselves. You know what I mean? To meld into the crowd and stuff. But you do notice it's about 80% sure it's the same being or whatever.
We're being watched, guys.
What's new?
So, they don't make any move to stop you or anything like that. They just kind of watch
All right, we're going somewhere else.
you. All right.
We're gonna go to the park and
Go to the
just
park?
waste the fucking all day there, just so they waste their time.
Okay. So you take.
Anyone
you
else on
take-
board with that?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right. So you guys take a right turn the next street, and you start heading towards the park. It takes you about 15 minutes. You kind of got to backtrack a little bit more, um, just a tiny bit. But you get to the park, and of course, the park is huge. It's got its own Druid Grove, and it's got like an aviary kind of thing, a zoo, kind of sort of. And then the middle part is just open, beautiful grass. Um, there's even like a little lake in there too. Um, play areas for like kids and stuff. Regular park. Got some statues here and there. Where do you guys want to go?
Do I see that guy again?
Roll me another perception.
Let's go to the zoo.
16.
All right. What's your modifier? That's 16 total.
Yeah.
Okay. You think you catch a glimpse of him once you first turn in, but after that, you don't catch him anymore. Either he's not following you, or he's just hiding a little bit better. You guys head to the zoo.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head to the zoo, and you look exactly like the picture there, don't you?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you look like a little kid. Anyways, you get in there. It's a gold coin to get inside, and it's like middle of the week, so it's fairly busy. But the first like animal that you come up to is an egghead. You see it tunneling around the area and stuff. Pops out every once in a while. You see people throwing like pieces of food in there and stuff. And it'll pop up and eat it, and then it'll drop back down and thing. And then the next spot, you see a bullet, and it's roaming around underneath the dirt stuff, and it'll pop out and start chewing on some fucking food that the people put out for them. Then you see a nest of carrion crawlers, and then there's like a side area not too far from it where it shows like some zookeepers like milking the tentacles from it, and then you see the carrion crawler like wakes up and starts grabbing on them, and then the people start passing out from being paralyzed, and then like a bunch of other like zoo people come in and start beating it down, and you sit there and you watch that for about a minute or so.
That's like our job.
Yeah.
Actually, that almost exactly happened to us.
Yeah. And then the next one you come out to, the next cage has got a cockatrice in it, which the glass is dark because on the other side it's mirrored, so that way when it can't use its gaze on you or whatever. The next one, it has a sign with a big picture of a coral on it, but it says due to the fact that corals are good beings and really hard to find, they don't have one in.
It shapeshifted into a human, and the guy, he's just like, "Can you let me out?"
Yeah, right. And the next part, it goes down, and
We don't go there. It sounds bad.
yeah,
That one's got the plague.
it has
Run away, run away.
like these pairs of like night goggles on like a little chain, and you can put them up to your face. And as you look in there, like with normal eyes, it's pitch black, right? But if you look in there, you see like um, where they have like these dark mantles in there, and some other like creatures that look like stalagmites.
Cool.
Yeah,
I think that's a roper over there.
yeah. And you also see in the next, because it kind of goes a little bit further down, like underdark kind of creatures and stuff. You see a cave fisher. You see a Eden. You see a grove of myconids. You see this huge, freaking like caterpillar that's eating on these luminescent like fungus. And you see like the fungus in some of those spots. They put all up in there and stuff. And then you see like you see a small colony of these like really dark like bird people, and they just look like they're fucking insane. It says, "Do not tap on glass, for they will keep watching you forever," and stuff like that.
Just
And
like what
then,
we're doing.
yeah, and then you come up on this one spot, and there's like no glass. Okay, and on the inside there, you see some flumps, and they're just kind of sitting there chilling on some like these like large. They look like sea anemones or whatever, and they're just kind of chilling on top of them. You know, and they see you come by, and you can hear them like in your head. Hello, how are we doing?
Play, wave.
They kind of wave a tentacle at you. You want some tea?
Okay, those are adorable.
Or did you
They
look it
came
up?
across the fence.
Hey, they say you guys can come in if you want. Wardens.
Can we?
Yeah, if you want to. You like cross the border on this.
Fuck it, I'm having tea with the flumps.
Huh? Yeah. So you go in there and this like alarm goes off and one of the flumps like wiggles the tentacle and it goes off. Come in. Then one of them's like smoking on a hookah and like blowing like these like it's blowing like these really complex like fucking smoke characters out. One of them's like a fucking dragon and one of them is like a fucking looks like a ship.
You can even see the people on it.
Mm. They're like so detailed, it's not even fucking funny.
It's in motion. Like you
It
can
is,
see
yeah. They're like
pulling
the
ropes.
they're like moving around and shit. And you can see like as it puffs out the smoke, one of its tentacles or its little dilly bob things, whatever, is just like moving around and stuff, and it's just doing its shit. So there's like 5 of them in here, and one of them like moves its eye stalks over to you and is like, "Hey, so what's going on?"
Kira is not in there. She is staying out.
You're not in there?
Nope.
We got a day off. Decided to come to the zoo.
She's like, and it's like, "Kiera, come on now. Come in here. Have some."
I'll wait.
He's like,
What's the worst
"All right."
that can happen? Read your mind?
He's like, "Look." He's like, "We only read mind when we get super high. Okay? But we try
I'm pretty
not to do
sure you're
that."
almost there.
He's like, "This stuff is not even that good. It's just like off-brand. Don't worry. Just
Yeah, it's something you get at the copper store.
yeah." Like, this stuff is not even that good.
What? Kira, why do you think I'm in here with these guys? Flumps always have the good shit.
That's right. And he floats up, and he like grabs one of his tentacles, grabs the bottom of the like little chair thing, lifts it up, and you see this cachet of like really nice dark purple looking weed kind of stuff. And it's like,
God.
that right there is the best shit ever. And it pulls some out, puts it in the hookah. It says, you can have some if you want. And it starts smoking on it, and its eyes get a little bit bigger, and it's like, yes. Anyways.
Okay, I'm out of here.
So you catch a fucking contact buzz.
No.
And it's actually pretty good. But you don't lose any of your senses. You just feel like really calm and chilled out. And you got the munchies like crazy.
Okay. First, this feels amazing. Second of all, I'm hungry. Third, this was probably a mistake.
He starts waggling like a tentacle.
Not a
He's like,
mistake.
I got some food.
No.
He's like, Harold, get the food. And he's like, all right. And he floats over to this little alcove, and he pulls out these little bag, right? And he says, here. And he drops this little bag in your hand, and you look inside, and there's like little miniature versions of food. He says, just snap it, and it'll turn into the food. There's a bunch of different shit in there. It's like cocoa, freaking cake.
I was never good with this kind of stuff.
Roast beef, whatever kind of food that you're looking for, they've got like probably some.
I'm like, isn't this for you guys? Like,
he's like, oh no, we get mages that come in here and they give it to us because they think we're gonna help them out, but we just tell them some shit that they want to hear, and that's about it. We don't really like them. You guys are cool because you're like super cops, super guards.
As those two are in there having their fun, I'm looking to see if the guy followed us.
All right, roll me a perception.
Dirty 20.
You say dirty 20?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, you see him. And the only reason you see him is because you have dark vision, 120 feet. You can see way out towards where where the damn dark mantles were. There's like some dark areas over there that don't have a torch, and you could see someone over there like watching, kind of sort of. They're using like the goggles of night that's over there on the little lanyard to like watch you guys.
I take off my mask, and I just yell out, I know you're watching us. You're not hiding very well. As I walk towards them.
shit, she's confronting him.
And like Harold's like, dude, that's such a fucking buzzkill.
Look at the flump and go, sorry, bros. Duty calls.
He's like, word. He's like, go ahead.
Can you tell me what that guy is thinking?
He's like, he like starts like looking around, like, he's looking for the young kid, Pretty Joe, and that other guy that looks kind of gay.
Oh crap! It sounds like he's looking for us.
Yeah. He says that man is too pretty for his own good. He really wants to carve his face off. He's really kind of violent. Then he's got some other like dark stuff in his head about demons and stuff. He's like, oh, he just ran out of the area.
Ah,
Ran out of my. Must have felt me
well,
poking around in there. He likes it in the butt too.
what?
He's like, I don't know why that always comes up. Whenever it's weird. He's like, I'm gonna get off this channel now. Yeah, and he like, boop. He makes a little noise. He goes, boop, and he gets up.
Hello? I'm kidding.
All right, we gotta get.
He's like, bloop, what? What do you need?
Never mind. I think the guy's running, so I think I should just get on my broom and fly after him.
Oh yeah, he's out of my range. Sorry. Got a good gig here. We're not going out and stuff.
So as Phil Real runs off, he's gonna point back to the guys and so, hey, watch out! Don't kink shame, bros.
Bird. Bloop. And he busts out. Bloop. Hey, can you bring back some food? Like some fresh food?
Hells yeah!
Bloop. Thanks. I appreciate that.
All right, I'm gonna get on the broom now.
Hey, the other guy's like, you know, you don't have to go bloop every time you go in and out. He's like, I know, but it makes them think. We're not always on their mind. Can't help it. He's like, oh, okay, I get that. Oh, nah, they could hear us. Sorry, guys. Bloop. And he goes bloop himself. Some of the stoners of the world. All right, so he takes off, that guy, and you run in after him, Kira.
Yep.
All right, so you get up top out of the Underdark part, and you're gonna have to roll in perception.
14.
All right, you don't see him.
That damn guy comes in and then he comes out and he comes in and then he comes out. Where the fuck is he?
Disappeared. You see a dude with a like hot dog kind of stand, or like a kebab stand, like not too far away. Yeah. And he looks at you and he's like, "Kebab? Promises good meat. You don't, we don't hunt large rats anymore. Well, we never did, actually."
If I give you a gold, will you just stop talking?
He's like, "I sure will." He's like, because large rats, they kind of taste different, and you flick him on. He's like, "Okay," and he shuts.
Wait, did you see somebody come through here?
You can answer his question.
No, he started to shake his head like he's not going to talk. And he says, "Yeah, I've seen a lot of people come through here all the time."
I just mean now.
Yeah, thought I saw a guy come out, but then like he just kind of like ran away, and then like he looked so normal that I just didn't pay attention.
Yes.
You get-
Which way did he run?
He says, he's gonna have to make himself a roll to see if he remembers or not. Huh, he actually did okay. He says, I think they went up that way, and he points as you move forward, like if you're coming out of the Underdark part, there's two ways that it wise. One goes to the left and one goes to the right, and he said he had ran towards the right.
All right, time to fly through.
Oh, you got your broom?
Oh yeah, I'm on my broom.
All right. So you get on your broom, and like you start like low riding with the broom. You're going really kind of slow, not slow, really low to the ground, but you're being safe. I mean, you're not. You know what you're doing. You're just really mellow. You're just like, yeah. You're
Coasting.
still, yeah, you're still a little high. Um, but you got all your faculties. But yeah, you fly that way. How fast are you moving?
I'm going the full blown. Uh, I want to go 40 feet, just fast
Okay.
enough to gain on them, but not slow, not too fast where I might miss something.
All right. So roll me a perception and a. If you have acrobatics or athletics, you can roll that.
Oh, good. 18.
For
I
which
was
one?
gonna on perception.
Okay.
I don't have fucking athletics or acrobatics.
All right. Just make a dexterity roll with your modifier.
Oh, I actually do have acrobatics. What the hell?
What the hell?
19 on acrobatics.
Damn, son. All right. So you're just bobbing and weaving, and it looks like you're being erratic, but for you, you know, you're just like fucking in the zone, and you're like shoo, shoo, like slaloming through people and shit. And you hear people like, "Oh, what the hell?" And like you're keeping low to the ground, so you really not like seen, and you can see like ahead. You catch, yeah, you catch him in your sight. Um, he's like kind of walking a little bit fast, and you see that he changed. Like in mid stride, his cloak changes to a different color, and so does like pants. Um, but you are keeping an eye on him, watching him, and probably about a minute later, he kind of slows down, goes over to a stand, and buys something to eat, and then he like stands over by like this family, and kind of makes it look like he's part of the family, but not. You know what I mean?
What did he buy?
He bought like kind of like a fucking pita or something with like a cup of water or ale or something like that from some food stand.
Ooh, hold on. Do I get to be a jerk to this guy?
Maybe.
Well, you're the one in range, so
What are you trying to do, Alejandro?
So he has a cup of water, right?
Uh huh.
I freeze it solid.
All right.
I
You
cast
do it.
shape water and then freeze it solid.
Okay. You do that at what point? When it's on the table?
No, while he's like melding and trying to blend in with the family.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying like, at what point of him having the cup are you doing that to the cup? While it's
Like
on the
when
table, when he's eating, or when he's holding his hand, or what? You know what I mean?
when he's I'm gonna wait until he like goes to drink it.
Okay. All right. So he starts taking a swig. Um, only our carnival.
Um, I believe I'm proficient. Yep, that's 13.
All right. Sorry about that. So you see that he starts taking a drink, and he starts noticing that it's fucking freezing, and he's trying to pull out of his mouth, but it gets stuck. You won. You won that roll by 1. You rolled a 12. So his fucking the cup is stuck on his face, where the ice had melted down his throat.
All right.
So he's like there, and then you see him like kind of like panic a little bit,
I'll
and
I'll land behind him,
okay.
and then I'll
So-
cast light on the back of his head.
All right,
Or
so
on the top of his head, so that my companions might see it.
Yeah, I was running after you, so.
all right. So you cast that. It happens to him, and as you move and land behind him, he turns, sees you, yanks the cup up, snaps the fucking ice that's on it, tosses it, and he fucking lunges towards you as you land. Roll initiative.
I'm glad I'm rolling all these ones on my initiative.
Oh,
He got a 22. This is perfect.
Do I manage to boop him?
Roll to hit him. Actually, you'll get your chance in initiative order.
Okay.
All right. So, Phildor, are you running up there also? And
Yeah, I'm
Kira?
running too. Sorry.
All right. So you guys go ahead and roll me an initiative. It'll come into play after these two get through a little bit.
17.
20.
All right. So bad guy gets to react first. He is going to actually he's going to try and hit you with a cup of frozen ice. And 13.
That will not hit me.
All right. So he throws that cup of ice right at you. It misses you, flies into the line in alcove behind you guys, and hits the wall. And then you get to act. So if you're gonna put the light source on him, go ahead and make an attack. A spell attack roll.
19.
Okay, that'll hit him.
I'm gonna be
On
a
the
dick
nose.
now though, because he threw the cup at me, and I'm gonna fucking put the light on his eye.
Okay. All right. Which eye?
His right,
Okay.
or
So he goes, fuck, and he like puts his hand on his eye, and he like you can see like the light around you like blinks on and off as you like look in his eye, and finally he just kind of closes his eye and he's like, all right, are you done with your turn?
that was my action. So next I'm gonna cast, as my bonus action, I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Brought this upon yourself. You could have just not threw the cup at me. That would have been great.
Could have not put that on my damn eye. Jesus Christ. And he swings for you again if you're done with your turn.
Yeah.
All right. So he swings at you at disadvantage because he can't fucking hardly see out of his eyeball. It's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna do 1d2 because he's not proficient in that. Or do they just get like a arm strike?
Unarmed strike without being proficient like a monk or tavern brawler is just 1 damage.
Okay, so then he just punches you in the fucking face for 1 damage.
Really?
He's like, take the damn light out of my eye.
Why are you spying on us?
He's like, if you take the light out of my eye, I'll fucking tell you. He's like holding his eye. He sees like little eye beams coming sticking out of his eye every once in a while behind his hand. You
All
take
right.
it off.
I'll cast light on his head,
All right.
and then I'll remove the other one.
He's like, what do you want to know? He's like, can you take this shit off me? Period.
I could, but it'd make it a lot harder for my friends to find me.
Not that hard. They're right there. He like turns, and as he's like gesturing with his left hand, the other two are like, 20 feet away.
Yeah, I'll get rid of it when we're done talking.
He's like, can we go somewhere a little bit more private?
I don't know.
I thought wardens were supposed to be discreet.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. I've been having a rough couple of days, I've been hit by several fireballs, stabbed, almost tossed into a vehicle, blown out of a building. It's been a rough fuck couple days.
Yeah, I put you guys through a lot of shit already.
Yeah, so not really in the fucking mood for having people tell me what I should be doing right now.
Alright. So the other two roll up. He's like, look, I work for one of the nobles in the council.
Lord Vorpal.
No, I don't work for Vorpal. I work for Weathersby.
Do I have to roll a history to know who he is?
Yes.
18.
Alright. So Weathersby is probably one of the biggest supporters of the military. He himself and the majority of all the males and females in his family have all served some kind of time within the military, being fighters or mages or whatever, and they have a pretty good amount of pull in the higher echelons of the council and stuff. So if there was a leader of like a good and kind of shady faction between the old council members, Warple would be on one side and Weathersby would be on the other side.
Huh.
So he's like, look, Weathersby hired me to find out what was going on. He's like, he doesn't believe that shit about Vorpal.
Which part? That he was part of the explosions at his own business, or he wasn't?
Yeah. He says he knows Vorpal's this bad news, and the two families have been having a feud, a silent feud for like the last 5 or 6 generations. that go back about 300 years or so. Right about the time that the town was founded. So their families have been here from the get-go.
But why follow us?
He's like, you guys find dirt on Vorpal. He wants to know also.
Well, we're not.
Look, Weathersby is not anything else. He is a retired military general. He tends to have ears and know things that most people don't because he makes sure that he can. He says, with the wardens, it's different because he doesn't have a say in the wardens. Whereas he showed support for the wardens, and support, he still doesn't have, any say on anything with the wardens. And with this shit with Vorpal, there's a lot of entities within the city and government and stuff that don't want to be mixed with horrible shit, or any kind of bad stuff. People heard rumors that there's cults or like a secret society or something like that. But, if you're not part of it, then you don't know. You know what I mean?
Does it look like I'm deformed? Apparently that's what you have to be part of. They call it is be deformed.
He's like, no, you're actually really pretty and kind of scary. He says, I know what. He puts his hand up. He says, I know what happened to some of the cultists. I've seen what happened to those guards at the Oracle compound. I see how they changed. I've seen that happen before in other functions.
Do you know how it happens or why?
No, I'm trying to piece that together for Weathersby for a while. And the only lead I have is Vorpal, and one other contact that comes by his home every once in a while. Don't have a name, but I have an address that they go to. And it's too well guarded for me to get it.
Well, what's the address?
He's like, you take this fucking light off my head first?
Just take the damn light off.
Fuck. Fine. Fucking frozen cup at me. And I get rid of it.
Put light on my ball.
Well, you threw something at him, so I don't really care. Now we're done playing. He did this. He did that.
He pulls out a piece of parchment out of his bag and like this piece of charcoal, and he writes down an address. He gives it to. I don't know which one you want this.
We'll let her have it.
All right. He's like, really? He's like, come on, man.
You beat me to it, though. You beat me to it, 'cause I was going to do it too.
Kind of ridiculous.
He'll dismiss him.
I just helped you guys out.
Yeah.
He'll dismiss him.
He's like, whatever. He just kind of walks off, pissed. Walked into the bathroom. You see the lights through the windows and shit. They coming out the door. He's like, "What? Can't somebody shit with lights on their head?" He sees
Oh
some
boy.
older man come out, pull out his pants. Gets over his wife. You wouldn't believe what happened to that guy. Yeah, lights behind his head. Hey, let's go
You know
talk
what
to
you could have done with both of those?
him.
You guys could have made a light dick sword contest. It would have been giant size too.
Such a good idea. Such a good idea.
Next time.
Well, now we have two places to go. One's that address with kind of an unknown person, and the next is the professor.
And you have the Vorpal house, and she has her.
Yeah, but we can't afford to go to the Vorpal house right now because if we go there, it would be pretty much a public event. And if we meet Lord Vorpal there, we'll be vastly unprepared.
I doubt the Lord's gonna be there. But let's go see make sure that the only other person who knows anything about this is still alive.
But we apparently we know two people now. But
Okay, the one that actually helps us.
I think the professor will be more of help because he is an expert on these dark rituals, and I want to check up on him since I haven't heard from him since the last time I talked to him.
It wouldn't hurt to go check on him.
No.
I'll be right back.
All right. Well, you know what? Why don't we all take a 5-minute break,
Well, okay.
and then we'll come back in a few, or 5 or 10, whichever. Right back.
Okay.
Sounds good. I'm not dead yet. Dara's not dead yet.
It's all right. I just cut the hand off another giant. So
I am never gonna move though, because I can never break that DC 20. Oh, hold on.
Oh God. Everyone's gone. Wonder where they all went.
I'm here.
How am I supposed to be the only player here? So we're going to find the professor when he gets back?
Think so. So hey, I just rolled a crit on the
I saw that.
Rafik just rolled a crit. Is that guy still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. That one hasn't taken as much damage. They have a lot of health. You guys have rolled like 6 crits.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
It's crazy.
But I think you only have 1 Defiance left.
I have 2. Because I didn't use a Defiance for that one.
Oh yeah, you still
I
have
thought
it.
about it, but it's...
You can't cut off his hand then.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I just hit his ass again.
That will also hit. People are going to watch this game.
Yeah, I'll
and
just
get
stab
2
him again.
games. And I chose terrible spells.
There you go.
All right. And actually, fuck. Dara's gonna be lucky if she survives this.
There's no way. I think she's aware of that, but... I mean, she's boned. Half speed, she can't get away. Disadvantage on everything, including saves.
If this hits her and knocks her down, then she won't have any speed at all.
Right.
Jello?
Hey,
Hey.
Jello!
Jello. Whew. So did you kill giants?
the one's almost dead. At least not quite.
The one?
No, I used a dagger on it, so because I was trying to hold on. So I figured there's no way I can both hold on and have my maul. So I just pulled a dagger out and stabbed the shit out of it with a dagger.
Yeah.
Should have been smart and grabbed a hand axe instead or a freaking javelin, but c'est la vie.
That works. Whatever you gotta do. Look at that mofo. Whew.
I tell you what, this reckless attack shit's no joke.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
As long as there aren't 20.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't backfire on you.
Yeah, as long as there's not like a fucking horde of little guys at me.
Yeah, all right. All right. So, you where are we going first?
I want to go find
guess
the
that means it
professor
does-
at the college.
Okay. Ouch. Okay, so you get to the college. It's kind of late in the day, but you are able to catch him in his office. Um, as you walk in, um, you see he's like reading uh, some book, some ancient text about frickin' dwarves or something like that. He's like, wardens. How can I help you? Any luck finding who committed the murder?
Mm, yes and no.
Hmm. I guess that's good and bad. He says, well, you know,
We know who did it, but well, we can't really talk about it.
it's understandable. He says, what can I help you with?
Well, we were wondering if you knew anything about rituals. What was that goddess's name? Cash? Cash?
Shar.
Char?
Yes, thank you.
Shar.
Sure. We were wondering if Shar had any rituals that could deform people that were undergoing them.
We're going, what?
Well, undergo radical transformations, such as growing limbs that belong to animals, or developing deformities that, for example, might prevent someone from speaking.
Oh, kind of like, he says, I believe there is a ritual that can be performed is called um, dark blessing, dark gift, something like that. It's basically they take evil energy, most of the time gifted by a demon or something like that, and they augment a body using it. But it does cause deformities most of the time. Yes, there is such a thing, whether it's cultists.
All right. So, what what would be the requirements to use such a ritual?
Well, um, you would have to. Well, first you would have to have a room with a summoning type circle, kind of a power circle. Um, you would need no less than 5 cultists chanting the prayer, and you should have a head priest that ritually casts it. As far as components, you'll have some kind. You should have some kind of material from the type of augmentation that you want to perform. So, say for instance, um, you want to augment somebody with its speed, you could take a horse and you know, take a sample of its tissue or something like that, or maybe a heart, and use that in the ritual. Of course, whoever gets that will more than likely be uh, mutated to look like a horse, or they'll have some kind of feature that's either horse-like or just a mutation, growths, and then lights, deformities, such things like that. I would think that they would probably get hooves instead of regular feet. They would have their legs would turn into kind of like how horses' legs are to give that person speed.
Hmm.
Most
Well,
of it
that doesn't help.
is just their. What is it? I'm trying to figure out. Well, there are beasts that have latent magical abilities too. You know, says take for instance. You know, your people would have been in the Underdark so long and practiced certain types of castings that you can use certain spells as you grow in power. Same thing with tieflings being touched infernally, or Asimars for that, in fact.
All right. That's not too useful. Um, Besides immediate power, why would somebody do this?
Um, to have, I guess, to augment their forces, maybe to gain favor with the god.
Yeah, but there's got to be better ways to do that outside of deforming yourself.
True, but those are the ways. I all deities are different. All of them expect different things from their followers. Yeah, some of them are just, hey, drop a coin here, there, pray to me, have a nice day, don't kill bunny rabbits. He says others are, well, eviscerate these people because they are against what I believe, or or they're against what my against me trying to promote a temple of my god. I mean, there's whole lots of different um, things that motivate different fanatics or cultists, acolytes, or just even regular priests, clerics, with whichever um, deity that they follow. You know, I mean, say for instance, druids. They follow Mother Earth. They cater to the woodland animals and nature, whereas wizards, you're more about the arcane part of magic. You could say when you choose a school of magic to focus on, it's kind of like how a cleric focuses on, Soon, or an evil cleric focuses on Shar. You focus on the school of magic. But the gods have enemies within their own pantheon up there, and Sometimes that's just part of their edicts. You know, Shar hated soon, and they waged a war, and Shar lost. You know, could be the act of revenge. That's part of new cult of Shar or whatever, and because it's not openly you know worshipped, or they think that the god is gone, that they want to revitalize the following. So they're gonna do the most fanatical thing they can to give that god more power. So kind of really, it all depends on the faction, I guess. What specifically happened that makes you want to try to understand that?
We.
Within means.
Ugh.
Does somebody have some kind of power that shouldn't be, that's out of the norm?
I'm just gonna look to Kira. Like, can I talk about this?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna list any names,
Okay.
but we encountered some deformed people on a suspected cult of Shar, and their leader displayed powers that historically they are not well known for using. And this isn't on a scale of minor abilities or capabilities that they aren't well known for using. This is the ability that they used was very exceptional and powerful.
Okay.
So would Shar be in the business of granting
If it's a
arcane
high
power?
priest, if it's a high priest, I would definitely see where that could happen.
I don't think he would be.
Well, just because he doesn't look like a priest doesn't mean that he's not part of the clergy. I mean, if this person displayed powers that were normally within the normal scope of things, was not known for him to have, then realistically, for all you know, they could be a high tier cleric of Shar and just hidden it for years.
Well, that would be disconcerting.
Well, that's just the reality of it. It's a possibility. I mean, I'm sure within the government, there's entities that nobody in the regular populace knows about. You know, realistically, the only reason that people know about the wardens is because you are advertised in some situations to be like, super guards in a way. You know, if something is too obviously powerful for the regular guard force, then that's where you guys come in. And it's the same thing in any case. If that being showed, power beyond what its normal scope is, then more than likely it's behind the scene. It's been conducting training for that reason, to be powerful. I mean, I'm guessing it cast a spell that was more powerful than you thought it should be able to cast. So I mean, within
Mhm.
that, within that, there are ways of casting higher level spells as a lower. Wait, strike that, reverse it. There's ways of casting higher power spells and not having normally the power level for that spell, but you just have to exert yourself just a little bit more. You know, this is if I was an apprentice and I wanted to cast a fireball spell, I could do it, but there's a good chance that I could fail and blow myself up. And there's magic items that let you do stuff like that too. Who knows? A lot of times cultists are derived from wealthy beings also, because it takes money to hide your actions, for a long time, you know. And greed is a way for people with a lot of money to eventually make themselves a little more on the shadier side of things, thinking that they're omnipotent or they have no equal or they can do what they want. They kind of get that demeanor around in their head. You know, I want power, I want it fast. Let me cut corners. That's one way of doing it. Does this help?
Yeah, actually, I think it does.
Okay.
Thanks for the help.
No. Anytime.
So I'll leave with the other two.
Okay.
And I'll say, I hate to be the one to say this, but I think we got a lot of reading to do. And
Research.
yeah, I'll pull out my communications plan. And
Okay.
I'll say, Intel,
Yes.
do you mind sending someone to get as much information from historical reports on Lord Vorpal as you can?
I can work on it.
That'd be great. And please dig up anything with as much accuracy and detail as you can,
Okay.
especially in terms of finances.
All right. It'll take a while, but we'll get it worked on. And with that, I'm going to call it for right now. Because I don't know how long we've been playing for a while.
It's close to 3 hours.
Yeah. And yeah, I got to take some more medicine, stuff some stuff in my face, get some food in me. So we'll catch up next Sunday,
Yep.
hopefully, and I'll post another thing in the events within a couple hours or whatnot. We'll get that going. Hopefully, we can get more people to jump
Sounds
in.
good.
It's kind of the time frame kind of sucks, and yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna stop the broadcast. Thank you for watching.